I'd like to call the meeting to order, and would the secretary please call the roll?
Anna Braun,
Here.
Timothy Cummings,
Here.
Jamie Falco,
Here.
Louis Figueroa, Lori Herrick, Li Wu Hong,
Here.
Wilbur Pan,
Here.
Heather Gloss.
Here. We have a quorum. Please stand to salute the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, good evening. The New Jersey Open Public Meeting Law was enacted to ensure the right of the public to have advance notice of and to attend the meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed and acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this Act, the East Brunswick Board of Education has caused notice of this meeting to be published by having the date, time, and place posted at the Board of Education office. Written notice was also provided to the Sentinel, the Newark Star Ledger, the Home News Tribune, and the Alternative Press of East Brunswick, and the Municipal Clerk of East Brunswick. All Board of Education meetings, with the exception of executive session discussions, are videotaped for later broadcast. It is the policy of the Board of Education that videotaped meetings are not edited for any purpose. Individuals who speak at the board's public meetings should be aware of these videotaping rules. All right, we are going to go directly into our annual action items. I'm going to combine them, but that doesn't stop discussion on each and every item at the board's pleasure. So could I have a motion for items 1 through 25?
A motion?
Second.
Anna and Wilbur. All right, discussion.
I just have a remark.
Oh,
if I
go right
may.
ahead.
I appreciate that as we look at some of the cooperative purchasing agreements and the systems we have in place, we have the start dates here, and a lot of them were from, several years back, decades back. It looks like, this administration has looked for good collaborative opportunities for cost savings. So, I appreciate that.
Anyone else down here? All right. I just wanted to comment on item, where is it? Item 1, on the athletic event admission fees. I know that we have talked about this every year, and I would like to consider in the upcoming year revisiting this. I know that the fees aren't high, but I would still like to discuss not having fees for our students. I would like all of our students to have the opportunity to come to our athletic events. And I know it's not much, but I have seen students at the high school discuss whether or not everybody had the money and decide not to go into certain games. And I think they should be able to attend the events at their own school. And the students that are competing should have the support of their peers. So that's something I would like to visit in the upcoming year in discussion. Anyone else down to this end? All right, this is a roll call vote.
Anna Braun,
Yes.
Timothy Cummings,
Yes.
Jamie Falco,
Yes.
Li Wu Hong,
Yes.
Wilbur Pan,
Yes.
Heather Gloss.
Yes. All right, motion carries. All right, we're up to the closed session.
Yes, we are.
All right, that was fast. All right, whereas the Board of Education must discuss matters which are not appropriate for discussion in a public meeting, and whereas these subjects are within the exceptions to the Open Public Meetings Act and are permitted to be discussed in closed session pursuant to NJSA 10-4-12B, and whereas the Board of Education intends to discuss matters as follows, items listed on tonight's agenda. Whereas the length of the closed session is estimated to be 1 hour, after which the public meeting of the board shall reconvene and action will be taken. Can I have a motion, please?
Move.
Wilbur and Lebu, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? All right, we are in closed. We will be back in 1 hour. All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome back. This is probably the best night of the year, closely aligned with graduation, but this one is a pure pleasure to be at, so welcome to everyone. And we would like to start with Dr. Valesky and the superintendent's report.
Thank you, President Gloss. It is really nice to see so many people coming out just to hear my superintendent's report. Appreciate it. And as a reward, I'm going to give you Monday off.
And Tuesday.
Only 10-month staff and students, let's clarify. The rest of us still have to work. Dr. Jamie Falco and Dr. Joyce Boley attended the 9th Annual Unity Walk, which was held on Monday, May 19th at the Municipal Pond. The Unity Walk is an event that beautifully reflects the spirit and values of our community. And thank you to the East Brunswick Human Relations Council for organizing this annual vital event. Last evening, Wednesday, May 21st, the ESL department hosted its annual Literacy Night potluck themed The Very Hungry Caterpillar. Families from every school were invited to bring a cultural dish to share. The evening was filled with delicious food, warm conversations, and a strong sense of community. We are grateful for the generosity and participation of our families and staff. The Memorial Elementary Art Show proudly showcased over 1,500 stunning student artworks highlighting the creativity and talent of every young artist at each grade level last evening. Families and community members gathered to celebrate the vibrant display, making it a truly inspiring event. Students in the Churchill Junior High School Butterfly Effect Club and teachers Edith Weinstein and Kim Valdata led a community service project called Empty Bowls to make glazed ceramic bowls and mugs. The club set a goal of raising $1,000 to help members of the community who are experiencing food insecurity. The bowls and mugs were sold to staff and parents and guardians at the annual Butterfly Effect Recognition Assembly in early May. And the club surpassed its goal by raising $1,522, so thank you to them. All proceeds were donated to Replenish to help with their mission of providing food to those in need in Middlesex County. The students and staff demonstrated excellence in the arts by applying skills they learned in fine arts classes at Churchill to make a positive difference for members of the community who are in need. Congratulations to the East Brunswick Schools music education staff. For the 8th time, East Brunswick School District is a recipient of Best Communities in Music Education Award presented by the NAMM Foundation. This award designates East Brunswick as one of 935 school districts that are among the best communities in the nation for music education. The award recognizes and celebrates outstanding efforts by teachers, administrators, parents, students, and community leaders who have made music education part of a well-rounded education. Designations are made to districts and schools that demonstrate an exceptionally high commitment to music education. Current third grade students can sign up to play an instrument in their school's band or orchestra with lessons beginning in September 2025. On Monday, June 2nd at 7 p.m., the Arts Department will be hosting an instrument petting zoo here at Hammersholt Upper Elementary School. Students can explore and hold different instruments and hear demonstrations from current instrumental students across our schools. Parents can also meet our dedicated band and orchestra teachers, the district music supervisor, and instrument rental vendors. It's a great first step into the world of music. In sports, girls golf was the GMC runner-up in the GMC Girls Golf Tournament. Dasha Patel won the Girls Golf GMC Tournament. And boys golf won the red division this spring, and coach Zach Gaga was the GMC Coach of the Year. The East Brunswick Schools Outdoor Spring Art Walk at the Township Municipal Complex will run through June 16th. And if you get the chance, go take a look. It represents a lot of talent of our students. Great presentation. Tomorrow, Friday, May 23rd, is a single session for all students and staff. Lunch will be served for students in grades K through 6. Monday, May 26th, the district will be closed. And Tuesday, May 27th, will be a non-school day for students and for 10-month staff. And I hope everyone enjoys the long weekend. And before I wrap up, I have one piece I would like to turn over to Dr. Boley for an item that's on the agenda tonight. Just a clarification. Dr. Bowie?
Thank you, Dr. Valesky. So beginning next school year, all students in the state of New Jersey in grades K through 3 will be required to participate in an assessment through a state-approved universal literacy screener. So this statewide initiative aims to identify early reading difficulties and provide timely and targeted support for students. So here in our East Brunswick Public Schools, we will administer the universal screener to students in grades K through 3 at least twice annually. I'm hoping to do it 3 times in the fall, in the winter, and the spring. We will notify families of the screening results within 30 days of each assessment. We will provide individualized intervention to support student needs, and we will be required to report our screening data to the New Jersey Department of Education. So on tonight's agenda, pending your approval, the board's approval, I intend to submit a grant to the New Jersey Department of Education to help offset the cost of purchasing this universal screener. Thank you.
That's all we have.
All right, we are going to go on to presentations and special reports, and the first comes from Mr. Giuliano.
Thank you, President Guas. The first item is related to the Board of Education. We have a vacancy announcement. The board was recently apprised of the resignation of board member Lori Lax, and so as a result, the board must appoint a new board member to fill the remainder of her seat for this calendar year. So, as was required, this is the public announcement regarding that process. We will be advertising the vacancy within the next couple of days. It will be on the district website. It will also be advertised in the Home News Tribune on 2 separate dates. This is not a paid position, so anyone that thinks that this is a paid position, it is not. The benefits are those of serving the students of the school district. The information will include how inquiries are to be made, how submissions are to be made in response to the vacancy, what the requirements will be. All of that information will be posted. The deadline for submission will be by June 11th. Please don't, if anyone is watching this, listening right now, please don't submit anything until you see what the actual requirements are. There will be certain documents that we will provide for interested individuals. The board will establish a date to conduct interviews, and then the vacancy will need to be voted upon, or the finalist will be voted upon by the board to make the appointment. That process must be completed by July 12th. And so stay tuned for the additional information.
All right, thank you. We are going over to Rishi with the Student Representatives Report.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to just start by congratulating all the teachers and staff that are getting nominated or awarded tonight, and I think that you guys truly do a lot of work for us students, and East Brunswick just wouldn't be the same without you. So I want to start off by just congratulating all those that are receiving awards tonight. I hope everyone is as excited for the long weekend as I am, but before we get there, I have a few important updates as well as some things to look forward to. To start, tomorrow, May 23rd, marks the National Honor Society's annual Relay for Life celebration at the high school, an event that brings our school community together to honor cancer survivors and fighters while raising crucial funds for cancer research. The event will run from 9 a.m. until the end of the school day, and it promises to be filled with energy, activities, and a wide variety of food trucks and entertainment. Vice President and Senior Grace Smutko shares that since the beginning of the year, we've been dedicated to raising money for Relay for Life, and we're proud to have raised over $4,000 within our club alone. We've decorated the school with signs of support, sold raffle tickets, and promoted the event across campus. With over 50 clubs participating in activities, like stress ball making, a dunk tank, relay races, a bouncy house, and much, much more, there's truly something for everyone. NHS members have donated gift cards, memorabilia, and other prizes to help fundraising efforts, and we're on track to raise thousands more than in previous years. Not only is this a fun and engaging event, but it also brings our community together for a meaningful cause. Last Friday, our talented dancers lit up the stage at International Club's annual Collision Showcase and Competition. Collision highlights dance styles from around the world, from Bhangra in northern India to Latin hop in South America to Afro beats in Senegal, celebrating East Brunswick's incredible diversity. In addition to the fantastic performances, Collision also featured a pre-show dinner from local restaurants offering a true taste of the global community within East Brunswick. The night wrapped up with the always popular Teacher's Dance. Shout out to Mr. Troshane for his infamous boogie, followed by our annual award ceremony. I'm proud to share that my group won first place, becoming the first all-male group to win Collision. It was a tough competition with incredibly talented performers, but we're thrilled with the outcome. So if anyone needs a choreographer, I'm right here. Senior and President Sal Kochar reflects that Collision 2025 was an amazing experience, with 13 performances representing countries from all around the world, food from 8 local businesses, and over 400 tickets sold. It was a memorable evening for all EBHS students and families. Many attendees said it was one of the best Collision shows in years, and I want to thank our executive board and advisors for making this night possible. In the world of athletics, our Lady Bears have been dominating the field and making history. In girls track, several school records were shattered this past week. Senior and Brandeis University commit Melissa Keenan broke the girls' mile record at the Middlesex Championships with a time of 5:09, surpassing the previous record by just 0.3 seconds. She didn't stop there, however. Melissa, along with her teammates, went on to break the school's 4x800 relay record with a time of 9:37.08. Junior relay team member Persis Garg shares, "Since the beginning of the season, we've been working towards the 4x800. Every meet, we chipped away at the record, and at GMC Sectionals, we beat it by 14 seconds. We're excited to see our hard work pay off and aim to break it again at States next Saturday." In golf, the Lady Bears tied for first place at GMC's, closing out their season with a huge win. Junior and team captain Dasha Patel finished first individually, shooting a record-breaking 79. She reflected, "I didn't realize I'd won until after the routine. I didn't look at the leaderboard because I wanted to focus on my game and trust the work I put in. It felt amazing to see my practice pay off, and I'm excited to see how far our team can go in future seasons." Finally, last night, the EBHS Music Department held its annual spring concert, where both the Honors Wind Ensemble and Concert Band performed their spring selections. This year, the EBHS Jazz Ensemble also joined the lineup, making for a vibrant and diverse program. Over 100 students participated, performing to a packed house of friends and families right here in the JM Pack. The band showed out with dazzling pieces like 18 Circle and Blue Shades, which featured solos from nearly every instrument. Senior and longtime band member Ethan Starr shared, "It was bittersweet to perform for the last time with all the people I've been playing, laughing, and working tirelessly with over the past 7 years. Seeing our hard work culminate in last night's performance was truly a sight to see. A huge thank you to Mr. Toth for being an incredible mentor these past 4 years." This concludes my updates for this meeting. I hope everyone has a relaxing and enjoyable weekend, and I look forward to speaking with you at the next meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, and as much as Rishi appreciates the teachers and the staff, we are going to send him on his way because he is a busy and overcommitted student. I do want to say that I had the pleasure of being at the Community Art Walk with Dr. Bouchard, which was at the same time as Collision. And I did not get over to see it, but I will say by the number of videos posted of the teachers dancing on Instagram, they were the hit of the evening. And Dr. Bouchard, you're on that dunk tank for tomorrow, right? Just checking. All right, we are going to move to Teacher and Support Staff Recognition Awards and Years of Service Awards. So I'm going to invite the board to move down here where we can see. I don't have to bring anything with me, right?
Well, it's my honor to welcome you to this year's 2025 East Brunswick Staff Awards ceremony. We are here to recognize and applaud our 24 teacher and support staff award winners chosen by their peers, as well as the staff members who have served in this district for 25 years. Film has the Oscars. Television has the Emmys. Theater has the Tonys. That leaves barely, you get it? Barely? If I have to explain it, it's not funny. Barely anything left to identify our significant awards. And maybe we don't need that because our recipients speak for the awards they will receive. They represent the human connection that AI can't replicate. They show kindness, empathy, and caring in all their actions. They bring dedication and commitment to our students and the district. They are role models for our students, and they always step up when asked, and often when they aren't. As superintendent of schools, thank you to all of you who make EB a special place to work. When we talk about excellence, we are talking about you. When we talk about our successes, we are talking about you. And finally, to all the families, friends, and coworkers here tonight to join the celebration of achievements and milestones, thank you for supporting the class of 2025 award recipients. It's now my pleasure to introduce Mrs. Heather Goss, who is the president of the Board of Education.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Education, I am honored to recognize and congratulate our exceptional teachers and educational support professionals of the year. Our buildings are filled with amazing people. I always wondered about how we have to choose just 2 people from each building. It seems wrong. So before I continue, I'd like to ask, if you're here tonight to support one of our honorees as a colleague or an administrator, a friend, or a family member, would you please raise your hand? Thank you. Your presence here is a powerful reminder that no one achieves excellence alone. Behind every outstanding and gifted honoree here tonight is a network of support, teammates who listen, school leaders who believe in you, and your family members at home who are always willing to listen to just one more story about your kids at work. Tonight's honorees shine so bright because they are excellent and surrounded by support. That's what allows excellence to thrive across an entire district. On behalf of the board, thank you all for the work you do and the way you do it. And to our honorees, congratulations. You represent the very best of us. Thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce Mr. Anthony Gugliotta, who is president of the East Brunswick Principals and Supervisors Association.
Good evening. It is wonderful to be here tonight on behalf of the East Brunswick Principals and Supervisors Association to honor these outstanding educators and support staff members. Schools are interesting institutions in that they are one of the few places where you can attend in your youth and then have a career as an adult. In fact, I have spent every year since 1973 in a school, first as a student, then as a teacher, and now as a supervisor. I still remember those teachers and school workers that inspired me to go into education, as I'm sure tonight's recipients do as they sit in the audience. And isn't it amazing that you have now come full circle and that you are now inspiring the next generation of students to enter this amazing profession? It takes many individuals to make schools run and many outstanding individuals to make a district such as ours with its 11 schools run at such a high level. To be chosen for tonight's honor is indeed special. You're each being recognized by colleagues and peers who have high expectations for excellence. But even more importantly, it is an opportunity for us as a learning community to say thank you for helping us be a great district. And being great didn't just happen. Our district is great because all our different components work together for a common goal, to teach and support our students. And the work of our teachers and support staff members is why our students succeed and why they are safe and cared for while they're in our buildings. The principals and supervisors of East Brunswick greatly appreciate the hard work and dedication of our teachers and support staff. Our schools truly would not be as successful as they are without their presence. It is a privilege to work alongside a group of professionals that care so much about the students in their buildings and the jobs that they do on a daily basis. On behalf of the EBPSA, we thank you again for all that you do for our students and for our schools. Congratulations on this well-deserved honor.
Now I'd like to invite Dr. Dana Zimbicki, who's president of the East Brunswick Education Association, to say a few words.
Thank you. It is so awesome to see so many people here on a rainy night to honor education and great educators and support staff. So in every great school, there's a heartbeat that you can feel the moment you walk in the doors. It lives in the classrooms, yes, but it also lives in the front office, behind the scenes with technology, the cafeteria, the buses, the hallways. It's in the patient words of encouragement and the freshly cleaned hallways, the calm after the storm of recess that we all know, right? And the hands that reach out, not just to teach, but to lift. This year, we celebrate a remarkable team of individuals who have been named Teacher and Support Staff of the Years. Each of you represent the very best of education should be. Dedication, compassion, and the unwavering belief that every child matters. Some of you stand in front of the classroom turning lessons into light bulbs, guiding students not just to learn, but to believe in themselves. Others work quietly and powerfully behind the scenes, keeping the systems running, the phones answered, and building safe places that students can be connected. But you all share one thing for sure. You show up every single day for the kids, for your colleagues, and for your communities. And we can't thank you enough for that. So today we honor your excellence, not just for what you do, but for who you are. You remind us all that it takes a village to raise a child. And in our schools, that village is strong because of each and every one of you being honored today and those that are not being honored today. It takes an entire village. You are the heart of our schools and the reason they thrive. So thank you so much for all you do, and we are so excited to celebrate you tonight. And last, I want to congratulate the 34 of you, 34 people that have achieved 25 years in East Brunswick, one step closer to retirement. And speaking of retirement, congratulations to the 39 individuals in our schools that are retiring this year. And we invite you all to attend the district celebration on June 11th. Congratulations from all of the members of the East Brunswick Education Association in making such a profound difference in our public schools. Thank you.
So we're really going to get this party started, and behind everything there's an architect, so I'd like to introduce Mrs. Nicole Tibbetts, who's our Director of Human Resources.
Thank you, Dr. Valesky. Good evening, welcome, and thank you all for joining us here tonight for our Staff Awards ceremony. It's your presence that makes this night extra special. Tonight, we will celebrate 58 outstanding East Brunswick Public School staff members. When we think about the people we are here to celebrate, I can't help but see the constellations of dedication, galaxies of growth, and a sky full of brilliance. Tonight, we recognize our Teachers of the Year, educators whose passion for teaching and learning burn brighter than the sun. Their impact reaches far beyond the classroom, lighting the way for students and colleagues alike. They are true guiding stars, and we are grateful for the ways they lead with heart, purpose, and passion. We also honor our support staff members of the year, the often unsung heroes who make every day possible. No matter their job title, their work is the gravity that holds our school district together. They don't seek the spotlight, but tonight, they are the stars. And to those being recognized for 25 years of service, they are the constellations that have shaped the landscape of our district. Like the moon and the stars, they have weathered the change, guided others, and consistently shown up for our students. Their legacy is written across the sky of our shared story. Regardless of their position in the district, each one provides steady light, ensuring the success of the students of East Brunswick. Tonight, we honor and thank each of them for their contributions and commitment to the students, their colleagues, and the community. Let's begin.
Good evening. My name is Joyce Forsberg, and I am happy to introduce to you the Support Operations Facility Staff Member of the Year. Our Staff Member of the Year joined the district 3 years ago as an athletic driver with availability to help us in the morning if needed. When we called, Matthew Anthony was always willing and able to assist us. Matt continued to assist in the morning as well as athletics for a year before we were able to offer him a full-time position in transportation. Even as a full-time driver, Matthew always was one of the first to offer his assistance in covering routes or picking up athletics at the last minute. In October of 2022, Matt accepted the position of dispatcher. He was thrown into the fire because he only had about 2 weeks of training before our transportation coordinator went out on leave for 3 months. Matt's ability to understand and pre-plan last-minute changes developed over the 2 years of driving has aided in developing the organizational skills and quick planning of solutions needed in transportation. Once you reviewed a process or procedure with Matt, he was able to carry out the everyday task independently. Matt's interest in the position also showed because he would observe Lori and myself when we were working on processes or changes that we do every day, but was new to him. He would ask questions and work on it independently until he was able to do the same process we would do. Matt is always in a fantastic, upbeat, cheerful mood and greets everyone, trying to ensure that their day starts off with a smile. He can joke around with people and be the brunt of a joke and remains cheerful. We would like to thank Matt's daughters, Madison and Haley, whom Matt has raised as a single father, for sharing their father with us. Please welcome Support Operations Staff Member of the Year, Mr. Matthew Anthony.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ed Bouchard, and I'm the high school principal here in East Brunswick. It is my pleasure to honor and recognize our 2024-2025 Support Professional of the Year, Mr. Christopher Boland. From the moment I first arrived here, it became immediately clear that Mr. Boland is an essential part of our school community, especially within our autism program at the high school. He brings with him more than 18 years of experience working with diverse learners, and he brings that experience to life every single day through his dedication, compassion, and unwavering positivity. Mr. Boland approaches his work with a level of eagerness and acceptance that is truly inspiring. Whether supporting students who are nonverbal, students who experience aggressive behaviors, or those with multiple diagnoses, he always finds a way to bring out the very best in every student he works with. Through his humor, patience, and approach, he creates meaningful breakthroughs for students that otherwise might have thought impossible. Throughout his time with us, Mr. Bolin has worked with some of our most complex learners, always meeting them where they are and helping them grow academically, socially, and emotionally. No task has ever been too challenging for him, whether helping a student develop communication skills, master basic academics, or assisting with personal care needs. Mr. Bolin handles each situation with professionalism, dignity, and a positive spirit. This year in particular, he has been instrumental in helping one of our students significantly reduce aggressive behaviors and build positive routines. Thanks to Mr. Bolin's patience, consistency, and skill, the student has made noticeable progress, something that has been recognized not just by our staff, but by the student's family as well. Mr. Bolin's enthusiasm is contagious. Every morning, he greets his student off the bus with genuine excitement, setting a positive tone for the entire day. His presence, energy, and support make an enormous difference in the lives of his students and in the life of our school. In every sense of the word, Mr. Bolin is a role model for what it means to be a caring, committed professional. We are incredibly fortunate to have him as part of our team, and I can think of no one more deserving of this honor. Mr. Bolin unfortunately could not be here tonight. Ironically enough, his son is also receiving a big recognition at his high school tonight. And although he cannot be here, I'm sure he's going to watch the video. So if you can please join me in giving him a big round of applause. It is now my great honor and privilege to stand before you today to recognize our Teacher of the Year, Miss Elizabeth Teray. As this was my first year serving as principal of EBHS, I had the unique opportunity to view our staff through fresh eyes. From the very start, it was clear that Ms. Teray is the embodiment of everything we hope for in an outstanding educator: knowledgeable, passionate, empathetic, innovative, and deeply respected by both her colleagues and her students. While I have seen Ms. Teray's incredible impact firsthand this year, it became even more evident through the reflections of those who work closest with her. One of her co-teachers, who had the pleasure of partnering with her for nearly a decade, shared her own journey, recalling first meeting Ms. Teray over 20 years ago at EBHS as a substitute teacher. Even back then, Ms. Teray's professionalism, energy, and devotion to her students stood out. Whether it's teaching the Crucible and bringing literature to life, or leading her classes with a balance of fun and rigor, Ms. Teray has always made learning meaningful and memorable. What's most remarkable is that after all these years, Ms. Teray remains just as committed, just as innovative, and just as passionate. She continually updates her lessons to connect with today's students and ensures that every child feels valued and capable. Whether supporting her students with behavioral disabilities or working with those who have struggled to see their own potential, Ms. Teray has a gift. She makes young people believe in themselves. She differentiates instruction with precision, embraces technology to support diverse learning styles, and always holds her students to high and achievable standards. It's no surprise that so many of her former students return to thank her, because Ms. Teray makes a lasting impact, not just academically, but personally. Her classroom is a place where students feel seen, heard, and supported. As a colleague, Ms. Teray is equally inspiring. She is a true collaborator, always open to new ideas, willing to share the best practices, and relentlessly committed to the success of the entire department and school community. Her work ethic, her positive attitude, her selflessness makes her a cornerstone of our faculty. Simply put, Ms. Teray is a rock star. She is everything we celebrate in education and more. I cannot think of anyone more deserving of this recognition, so please join me in congratulating our 2024-2025 Teacher of the Year, Ms. Elizabeth Teray.
Good evening. My name is Alexia DeLuca, and I am the proud assistant principal at Churchill Junior High School. Mr. Hannes wanted to be here this evening, but he is attending his end-of-year art show at his younger daughter's school, and then at his older daughter's school, her chorus concert. Tonight, you will meet two of Churchill's superstars. First, our 2025 Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Edith Weinstein. She is a veteran English and special education teacher who began her career in East Brunswick in 1998. Edie has inspired students, teachers, and administrators with her incredible instructional skills, her warm smile, friendly and inviting personality, and her ability to spread kindness and generosity. It goes without saying that Edie embodies selflessness when it comes to serving not only the Churchill school community, but her leadership is having a positive impact on lives around the world. Along with retired Churchill English teacher, Mrs. Kathy Merton, Edie co-founded the Churchill Junior High School Butterfly Effect Project. This initiative was started by Chris Rosati, a gentleman who has battled ALS and sought to spread kindness and positivity through random acts and projects by giving students $50 grants to complete a random act of kindness. Edie learned about this project while watching the CBS Evening News and brought the idea to Churchill back in 2021. Now it's in its fourth year. Edie has continued to not only lead this project, but spread it to other schools in the district. The project engages hundreds of self-directed student leaders who are taking part in projects that benefit our school community, the local East Brunswick community, and some of the projects have gone literally around the world. It is tough to summarize in a short speech the countless ways the Butterfly Effect Club has spread kindness. But one such project that I would like to share from this year involved the beautification of Green Oak Park here in East Brunswick. After the regular school day ended, Edie and a group of Churchill students helped the East Brunswick Parks and Recreation to clean up the park, spread new mulch, and beautify the grounds so others may enjoy the space. This selfless act is not done for recognition. It is done with the hope that this kindness will spread to others, and it truly has. For the past 2 years, students at Hughes have been taking part in kindness projects, and Edie's vision for the Butterfly Effect has spread to the high school, where our students are continuing their community service after they leave Churchill. The project truly embodies the idea that one random act of kindness can change the world. In addition to her work with the club, Edie truly pours her heart into creating lessons that engage her students in the English curriculum. She has a gift for bringing literature and the curriculum to life for all of her students. If you go into Edie's classroom on any given day, you will see students smiling, laughing, engaging in meaningful discussions, and honing in on their writing skills. After the school day is over, Edie's students take these lessons from the classroom to work on projects related to the butterfly effect, not for a grade or for recognition, but for the simple reward of knowing that they are truly making a positive difference in someone else's life, which is probably one of the most important lessons of all that Edie has taught them. Whether it is teaching English, modeling kindness and respect, or helping others, Edie does it all. Each year, we get this privilege of recognizing the excellence that our staff provide to our students, our families, and local community. This year, our selection committee could not think of anyone more deserving than Edie. Congratulations to Churchill's Teacher of the Year for 2025, Mrs. Edie Weinstein. Next, I would like you to meet Churchill's Education Support Professional of the Year for 2025, Mr. Jacob Wilder. Jake began his career as a member of the Information Technology Department in East Brunswick Public Schools in 2022, and he came to Churchill Junior High School in July of 2024. In his first few years as an IT specialist in the district and his short time at Churchill, Jake has made a lasting and positive environment on students and staff, and he provides the highest level of customer service when it comes to helping members of our school community. Jake can be frequently seen Zooming all over the building, which at Churchill is no small feat. He canvasses classrooms to help our teachers and can also be found in the media center with his teammate, Max, assisting students. Like co-pilots, Jake shares the responsibility of helping over 2,000 students and 200 plus staff. His antenna is always tuned in case we have a Wi-Fi issue, so it is resolved before anyone notices. Jake finds the time to pause for quick questions related to wireless projection, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, hardware issues, Wi-Fi concerns, broken laptop keys, or screens and tips that help staff deliver high-quality instruction to our students. Jake can do it all. Jake has the ability to calm a user who is experiencing difficulty with their technology and provide helpful tips to resolve the issue. If he does not have an immediate answer, he is quick to do some research, follow up with the end user, and leave that person with a smile. The manner in which Jake engages with students is friendly and always professional. He is highly organized and always willing to lend a hand, even if the task might be something outside of his usual job description. As technology continues to evolve and change, so does Jake. He is always willing to learn new things and find efficient ways to help staff and students. We could not provide the level of excellence in the academics that we do without the support of people behind the scenes, like our informational technology specialists. We greatly appreciate Jake's professionalism and support, and these reasons are why he is so deserving to be Churchill Junior High School's Educational Support Professional of the Year. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to all the teachers and support staff members of the year, and as well to those that have received the distinction of 25 years of service. Dr. Zimbicki, thank you for acknowledging where they are in their career, but I'm just going to make an entreaty that they stay a little bit longer here at Hammersholt. I can't imagine us without them. I'm Russell Petronko, the proud principal of Hammersholt. Welcome to our school, to the Joanne Magistro Performing Arts Center. It's with a great pleasure and genuine excitement that I stand before you to celebrate two exceptional members of the Hammersholt school community. I'd first like to share a few words about someone who truly deserves this year's Support Staff Member of the Year award, Wanda Miller. Wanda's role as a main office secretary is integral to the smooth functioning of our school. This is complex because the amount of tasks that Wanda is responsible for can be overwhelming. However, because Wanda is extremely detail-oriented, adaptable, patient, and persistent, she makes a difficult job look easy. Wanda is one of the single most knowledgeable people about building operations because she's a natural lifelong learner. If she doesn't know about an aspect of the school, she seeks out that knowledge. A commonly heard refrain in the main office when something is uncertain is, ask Wanda. In addition to her organizational skill, Wanda is a people person. As the first face that many people see as they enter the main office, Wanda excels at creating a warm and welcoming environment. This extends to staff, stakeholders, and especially students. Wanda has a unique way of teaching students life skills and lessons while always coming off as caring. Some might refer to this as tough love, but I always find it comes off more as love than tough. Finally, Wanda is extraordinarily generous and thoughtful. She remembers special days, thinks of large and small acts of kindness, and always goes out of her way for staff. In fact, there are times when we plan things at Hughes that we have to go out of our way to leave Wanda out of the planning for fear that she might go out and purchase the necessary items before we can reimburse her. Now, we write these speeches before, a month ago, and sometimes there are things that happen throughout, the time when we write them, and we think, boy, I wish I would have included that. But I can just say, having a chance to get together with our staff and Wanda this evening, anyone that doesn't find Wanda joyous and humorous when you're in her presence, you have to recalibrate your meter. Thank you, Wanda, for your dedication, tireless efforts, thoughtfulness, and your unwavering commitment to our school. Congratulations on being named Sports Staff Member of the Year. Our second honoree this evening is Claire Maloney, our recipient of Teacher of the Year Award. Claire teaches 6th grade ILA and social studies at Hammersholt. And although she's been here for 3 years, the impact that she's already made feels like she's been here much longer. Earning the respect of upper elementary students can be tricky. Earning the respect of your colleagues takes dedication. But doing both in just a few years is something to celebrate. The reasons that Claire is held in such high regard are on display in her classroom daily. She is an innovative teacher who will enthusiastically try something new and then is her own toughest critic when she reflects on the lesson's success. She is a collaborative teammate who willingly shares her ideas and is a sounding board for her colleagues. She has the perfect balance between being an energetic motivator in her class while being the type of calming, steady presence that our students need. Outside of the traditional classroom, Claire gives freely of her time. She enriches the student experience through her stewardship of the Yearbook Club, is an active participant in school social committee, and enthusiastically champions school initiatives. One of her nominating teachers said it best when they shared that she embodies all of our Hughes ideals as demonstrated by her Hughes acronym, and I quote, "Claire is honest, she is a united team player, she is empathetic to the needs of her students, and she maintains a safe space for all students to thrive." Dr. Valesky, Ms. Tibbetts, President Guas said it best when they talked about bringing community together at these events and having a chance to meet Claire's mom and dad and her brother and her fiance, Cher, S-C-H-E-R-R. So Maloney, sorry, you're going to be a lifetime of Cher misspelled, but bringing community together and getting to meet you all and have her hopefully share her stories with you and put names to faces has been truly a pleasure tonight. Claire, thank you for all that you do. It's with great joy and pride I congratulate you on being a Teacher of the Year.
Good evening. I am Kristen Christina, the proud principal at Bound Monroe Elementary School. It is my pleasure this evening to honor Mrs. Jennifer Aranchek, Bell Monroe's 2025 Teacher of the Year. Let me tell you a little bit about Jen and what makes her so very special to our school community. While originally joining the East Brunswick staff as a part-time media specialist, Jen has become a master second grade teacher. She excels at technology, and many seek to learn from her innovative approaches and highly organized spreadsheets and documents. Jennifer is an enthusiastic, thoughtful, and creative teacher. In Mrs. Aranchek's classroom, children become independent learners. She creates an environment where students feel at ease, work hard, and eagerly participate. Mrs. O's students, regardless of their abilities or backgrounds, thrive and make remarkable progress because their teacher empowers them to achieve anything they set their minds to. Mrs. Aranchek is committed to students' social emotional well-being. Her classroom is full of love, understanding, and acceptance. Her effort to incorporate books and literature that reflect students' backgrounds and cultures is commendable. She prioritizes character education, taking the time to really teach children to be courageous, kind, compassionate, and responsible. Her unwavering commitment to fostering an inclusive and nurturing environment makes her classroom a haven for all of her students. In addition, Jennifer is dedicated to fostering a positive school climate at Bell Monroe School. As a member of our climate team, she assists in special programs, assemblies, and activities, working tirelessly to make our school a happy and safe environment for all. Mrs. Aranchek exudes warmth and kindness. She builds lasting relationships with all of our students at Bell Monroe, no matter what age. And for that reason, younger students hope to be in her class one day, and older students can't wait to get back to her classroom for a visit. Mrs. O is known to set aside time to meet with students during lunchtime and even after school at the local ice cream shop. Furthermore, Jennifer builds strong relationships with her students' families. She takes the time to communicate with parents about her students' challenges and successes. She is known to send heartfelt videos to parents of their children proudly sharing their work, showing off their amazing progress. And in this way, parents can feel the love and joy that emanate from Mrs. Aranchek's classroom. This is the sort of thing that sets Jen apart from the rest. She genuinely cares about her students as if they are her own. Outside of school, Jennifer is the very proud mom to Johnny and Hannah, always their #1 cheerleader. Jen makes time to be at every baseball game, track meet, and special school event for her own children. Her children and her husband, John, join us tonight, along with many other friends and family members, and I'd like to thank them for sharing her with us. We are so appreciative to have her on our staff. Jen's passion, dedication, and commitment to excellence are evident in all that she does, making her an absolute East Brunswick superstar. I am so grateful to work with her each day. Please join me in congratulating Jennifer Aranchek on this well-deserved recognition as Bell Monroe's Teacher of the Year. We're the smallest school with the biggest heart. I'm also thrilled to celebrate and recognize another exceptional individual who has made a profound impact on our Bell Monroe community. Bevan Piscatelli is our Support Staff Member of the Year. Bevan is an administrative assistant in our school's main office. With past work experiences in preschool administration and home health care, Bevan has a strong work ethic paired with a big, big heart. She joined the Bound Monroe team only 2 years ago. In that time, Bevan has become a welcome addition to our staff. Not only is she incredibly efficient and highly organized, but she is also genuinely caring and kind. Bevan has built strong relationships with the students at Bound Monroe. Her ability to connect with children is particularly remarkable. Bevan enjoys working and chatting with them, making each child feel special and heard. She starts off each day supporting our 4th grade helpers with the morning announcements. She nurtures little ones who need Band-Aids and ice packs while the nurse is at lunch, and she entertains students who might get stuck waiting for their ride home at the end of the day. No matter what the situation, Bevan's interactions are filled with love and care. One of her daily responsibilities is to manage student attendance. While calling parents who have inadvertently forgotten to call their child out of school, Bevan checks in with the most genuine care and concern. She's available to support parents through registrations, transfers, technology support, and numerous changes in dismissal plans. And she does this all, as most everything else she does, with great patience and kindness. With the staff, Bevan is always helpful. She actively listens, offers assistance, and helps to create a warm and happy work environment. Staff members are often hanging out at the office counter, chatting with Bevan on their breaks about pets, kids, travel, or gardening. Bevan is always managing multiple projects, supporting teachers with meeting deadlines, and keeping many of our school programs organized. Whether it's timesheets, tutoring, preparing family circles, and parent fan mail, Bevan does it all, and she does it with a bright smile and a positive attitude. Her commitment to kindness and compassion has significantly enhanced our school and has positively impacted the overall morale at Bound Monroe. Bevan is a constant support to me, the main office staff, our nurse, and our security team. She's always willing to pitch in and help. No job is too big or too small. She's truly a team player who makes every day of work a bit easier for us all. Bevan consistently goes above and beyond to ensure that our school runs smoothly and efficiently. She's truly amazing in her role. Outside of school, Bevan is a mom of 4. Quincy, Brody, Riley, and Chelsea are her most important jobs, along with caring for her fur babies. Bevan's children and her husband Frank join us tonight, and I know they are all so proud to be here and celebrate Bevan with us this evening. Our staff could not have chosen a better support staff member of the year. Bevan's hard work, professionalism, and warm personality make her the perfect recipient. Bevan, we are incredibly fortunate to have you as part of our team. Congratulations on this very well-deserved award.
Love that energy. Good evening, staff, students, families, and honored guests. It's my great honor to recognize a cornerstone of Central Elementary School, someone whose hard work and dedication ensure that our school runs like a well-oiled machine. Mrs. Joanne Tempera, our principal secretary, is a remarkable individual who goes above and beyond in everything she does in her role. With over 20 years of experience in the district, Joanne brings an unparalleled depth of knowledge and expertise to her work. Her background in special education and as a job coach equips her with a unique perspective, enabling her to collaborate with staff and thoughtfully arrange meaningful opportunities for our Helping Hands students from East Brunswick High School. Shout out to the Helping Hands. From meticulously managing schedules and substitute coverages to tackling countless details beyond the scenes and to putting up with me, Joanne's contributions are vital to our school's success. Beyond her technical skills, Joanne's commitment to Central is just truly inspiring. She's not only the go-to person for staff and administration, but also is a compassionate problem solver who embodies professionalism and teamwork. Her dedication, meticulous attention to detail, and I mean meticulous attention to detail, and her ability to juggle countless responsibilities makes her an invaluable member of our school family. Joanne, your colleagues described you as the glue that holds it all together, and we couldn't agree more. On behalf of everyone at Central, thank you for all of your efforts, your heart for this school, and your commitment to excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in celebrating Mrs. Joanne Tempera, Central Support Staff Member of the Year. There's a bit of irony at Central because with Joanne's extensive special education background, the next person matches that, and it's a special place in my heart as my roots are also in special education. So it is my privilege to recognize an extraordinary educator who has set a shining example for all of us through her dedication, remarkable compassion, and boundless creativity. Mrs. Ariella Fakiti, our special education teacher here at Central, is the embodiment of what it means to go above and beyond for her students and her colleagues in so many ways. Over her 9 years of service, Mrs. Fakiti has worked with students from grades 1 through 5, currently nurturing the growth and potential of her second grade students on the autism spectrum. Every day, Ariella brings an unmatched calm, patience, and passion to her classroom. I believe my words earlier were, she's just chill. She creates a space where every student feels valued and supported to reach their full potential. She does not see any limits. She sees opportunities. Whether running a classroom cafe that connected her students to the broader school community or advocating for inclusive practices, she champions the success of every single learner and every opportunity. But her impact extends far beyond her students. Ariella is an incredible collaborator and mentor to her colleagues, generously offering advice and support that is realistic, actionable, and infused with a heart of compassion. She fosters a culture of teamwork and positivity, ensuring that everyone feels appreciated and empowered to do their best work. Her ability to connect, inspire, and lead by example makes her not just a teacher, but a cornerstone of our school community. Mrs. Fakiti, your colleagues have described you as a blessing, a leader, and a source of joy and inspiration. Couldn't agree more. Your students adore you, your peers admire you, and tonight we celebrate you. On behalf of Central Elementary School, thank you for being the extraordinary educator, advocate, and team player that you are. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Mrs. Ariella Fakiti, Central's Educator of the Year.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rachel Solomon, the interim principal of Chittick Elementary School. It is an honor to stand before you all tonight to celebrate the incredible achievements of so many teachers. Tonight, I speak on behalf of the many teachers and staff members of Chittick Elementary School to honor an exceptional educator, a dedicated teammate, and a beloved member of the Chittick School family, Mrs. Jennifer Anastasio. For the past 20 years, Miss Anastasio has been a vital source of knowledge, compassion, and inspiration to countless students and colleagues. While reading her numerous nominations and hearing heartfelt stories and kind words shared by her colleagues, it is clear that Miss Anastasio represents the qualities for exceptionality. She is that teacher who leaves a lasting impression on her students for a lifetime. Miss Anastasio's classroom is one where curiosity is encouraged, creativity is celebrated, and students are truly engaged in their learning. Year after year, she creates a classroom community where cooperation, kindness, and respect are paramount. She has the ability to make each of her students feel valued and understood. It is clear that Miss Anastasio is driven by a desire to inspire and uplift each student she teaches every single day. Miss Anastasio's passion for teaching extends well beyond the walls of her classroom. She is a member of our school safety team, Sunshine Committee, the chair of the Autism Disability Awareness Committee, and has just happened to plan and organize a whole school-wide disability fair that all of Chittick will be participating in tomorrow, and quickly changed it all to be inside, last minute. Miss Anastasio inspires others in our building to strive for excellence and to always put forth their best efforts. She leads by example by being a person of great integrity who teaches with intelligence and an enormous heart, and uses those same qualities as a mentor to her colleagues. The best teachers, like Miss Anastasio, are those who use their own strengths to lift others up, who consistently see that some of their greatest impacts they can make comes from being a resource to those around them. Jen, on behalf of the entire Murray A. Chittick School community, we thank you for being you, a teacher that truly cares about her students and puts forth 100% effort in everything she does. You have truly made a difference in the lives of so many, and we are so honored and excited to celebrate you today. Congratulations, Mrs. Jennifer Anastasio, our Teacher of the Year. As the interim principal, I have had the pleasure of getting to know and working with an exceptional group of support staff at Chittick School. Tonight, I am proud to recognize one such individual who has gone above and beyond in her role, who continuously dedicates herself to the success and well-being of our students, and who has truly earned the title of Chittick's Support Staff Member of the Year, Mrs. Munya Sohorwardi. From the moment she steps into our building each day, Mrs. Sohorwardi brings with her a spirit of positivity and commitment to making Chittick School a better place for everyone. As an instructional assistant in our preschool program, Mrs. Sohorwardi offers care and compassion to the youngest students in our building. The teachers who work alongside her view her as an invaluable piece of their programs. She understands that each student is unique. Her patience and empathy shine through in every interaction, making every student feel valued and supported. To put it simply, whatever classroom she walks into, she makes it a better place. Her insight, her dedication, and her teamwork are invaluable. She is ready to help before being asked. She radiates a calm that everyone, students and adults alike, feel the moment she walks into the room. Munya, I speak for the entire Chittick staff when I say your contributions have made a lasting difference in our school, and we are deeply grateful for all that you do. Thank you for your dedication, your kindness, and your commitment to our students. You are a shining example of what it means to be part of the Murray A. Chittick School community. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Nairee Delgado, the very proud principal of Frost Elementary School. Go Frost, go Frost, all right. Tonight, I have the distinct honor to present the Support Staff Member of the Year for Frost Elementary School. Working in the kindergarten classroom is no easy task. The energy and excitement that our students have at this age is something that I can only dream of. Our kindergarten classes are the places where we ignite the love of learning and the profundity of discovery. Sneakers are the uniform, and patience is the standard protocol. It takes a special person to understand the needs of students who are at the beginning of their journey, and that every minute of their day is a unique experience. However, the Frost School is lucky enough to have Miss Kathleen Adams to help our students every step of the way. Yes, whether it is helping a student grasp a challenging concept, stepping in to support her one and only teachers in her classroom, or to simply offer a kind word, a smile, or that look, right? Miss Adams does it all with grace and humility. Instructional aides are often the quiet heroes of our schools. They are the steady hands and the open hearts that keep our classrooms running smoothly. Miss Adams exemplifies their role in every single way. Her patience, her encouragement, and her unwavering commitment to student success makes a lasting difference in the lives of every single student. When it comes to collecting data, she's the go-to. She will organize and disaggregate it in her sleep. She is that safe space when students are having those huge feelings and the shoulder they need to cry on. What sets Miss Adams apart is not only what she does, but how she does it, with care, with purpose, and with the positivity that reminds us every day why we are here. On behalf of the entire Frost family, I want to say thank you. Thank you for showing up with love, with purpose, and reminding us that our role in education has the power to change lives. Congratulations on this well-deserved nomination. We are proud of you, and we are honored to have you as a part of our family. You are the very best. Please join me in congratulating Ms. Kathleen Adams. Proud of you. All right. It is truly an honor to recognize someone who believes deeply in the power of education. Today, we celebrate excellence in education, and more importantly, the extraordinary individuals who make a lasting difference in the lives of our students every day. Today, I have the immense privilege to recognize someone who embodies what it truly means to be an educator, Ms. Nicole Chan. Now, when you speak of the amazing work Ms. Chan completes on a daily basis, you would never know as she walks through the halls of Frost. Her quiet demeanor and her silent strides through the building never lend the power that she has when she closes that classroom door. I often refer to her as the quiet storm in my building. Her instructional pedagogy is exceptional, and the love she has for her students is beyond measure, but all wrapped up in the old Ms. Chan's way. Her most unique asset is her ability to be a teacher leader. Ms. Chan is the sought-after go-to when a teacher needs a differentiated instructional approach to move a student to the next specialized goal. The respect and rapport that teachers have for her make them comfortable enough to seek her out and for her support, and her reach goes far beyond the special education umbrella. She finds time to meet with her colleagues and has supported all students and teachers within our building. She does not define herself as a special education teacher. She defines herself by the children she is able to motivate and educate. Ms. Chan has the ability to make difficult lessons engaging and hands-on, allowing her students to access the material and have a strong understanding of the content. She makes learning fun and sparks curiosity in her students, and they are excited to come into her room to learn. Her approach is strategic and based on the relationship she has built with each of her students and the high expectations she has for them. Every student in her classroom knows they are valued. They know that their voices matter. They know that success is not just measured by their grades, but by growth, confidence, and the tenacity to keep trying. When others see obstacles, Ms. Chan sees possibilities. When a student faces challenges, she is the one who listens, adapts, and never gives up on them. When family needs support, Ms. Chan becomes a partner, advocate, and a voice of inspiration. She knows her stuff. Her data is impeccable. You ask her a question, and she whips out that computer and her anecdotal notes in a heartbeat to support her findings and to start to calculate the next necessary steps to keep her students moving. Our school is better because of you. Our students are stronger because of you. And today, we celebrate you, not just because of the work that you do, but because of the countless lives you have changed forever. We are so proud of you and so grateful to have you. And we are just happy to have you in our family. Please join me in congratulating our Staff Member of the Year, and as we like to call her, Ms. Nikki Chan.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Joanne Shemelowitz. I'm the proud, like my colleagues, principal of Irwin School, and I always have the joy of going after Dr. Delgado, who always is so articulate that I feel like I'm going to stumble over my mouth for the next 2 minutes, but that's okay. I'm so excited to talk to you tonight about an extraordinary educator, Vanessa Sylvia, who is this year's Teacher of the Year at Irwin School. This was the easiest speech to write because Vanessa is so loved and so many people nominated her. All this is a quote about how much everybody at Irwin and on the preschool team love her. That's right, go Irwin. Vanessa's dedication, compassion, and innovative teaching methods have left an indelible mark on our community. Vanessa is not just a teacher, she's a beacon of hope and inspiration. Her colleagues describe her as one of the most giving people they have ever met, someone who asks for nothing in return and comes to work every day loving what she does. Vanessa's commitment to her students is evident in every interaction, lesson, and smile. One touching anecdote highlights Vanessa's incredible patience and kindness. A colleague recalls how Vanessa never loses her patience and even apologizes to her staff after a challenging day, saying, "Sorry for being so grumpy," though no one had even noticed. This humility and dedication are part of what make Vanessa truly special. Vanessa creates a classroom environment where students feel safe, valued, and encouraged to explore their potential. As one nominator beautifully states, Vanessa makes the children feel like they are at home. Her positive energy ensures that every child gets the support they need. Vanessa is incredibly generous with her time and resources. When the district hires a new pre-K teacher, Vanessa helps them set up their classroom. She is an expert at Facebook Marketplace. Her willingness to share resources and provide guidance is a testament to her collaborative spirit and leadership. She is also the proud mom of DJ, Andrew, and Emily, and wife of Dan, who are here tonight to celebrate her as well. Vanessa's bilingual skills have been invaluable in bridging communication gaps between students, parents, and staff. Recently, she expanded her language skills by learning fundamental phrases in Urdu to better communicate with one of her students. Her colleagues admire her resilience and solutions-oriented mindset. Vanessa approaches every day with an open heart, never giving up on her students, even in the face of obstacles. Her positive energy creates a nurturing environment where students thrive. Vanessa's impact extends beyond the classroom. She organizes school-wide events, such as Custodian Appreciation Day, which is ironic because that's who our winner is tonight, and Christmas holiday recognition for support staff. It has been said, Vanessa loves to throw a party. Truth that. Vanessa epitomizes the best qualities of an educator. Her unwavering dedication, innovative teaching methods, and compassionate nature have made a profound impact on her students, colleagues, and the entire Irwin Elementary community. Vanessa, we are incredibly proud of you and grateful for all you do. Congratulations on this very well-deserved honor. So tonight's Irwin School Support Staff recipient holds a very special designation. He's one of the very few people who have won this award twice. Warnsdorfer School knew he was awesome before we knew he were awesome. Sorry, Mr. Satari, no givebacks. It is with great pride that we announce the recipient of the 2025 Support Staff Member of the Year for Irwin School, our very own Oscar Salazar, our building custodian. Oscar's work is often behind the scenes, but it never goes unnoticed. Whether it's a big task or a small one, Oscar faces each challenge with an attitude that's nothing short of remarkable. He is always calm, cool, and collected. No problem is too big or too small. No matter what I say on the walkie-talkie, no matter how freaked out I am, Oscar goes, no problem. Whether it's cleaning, fixing, or helping with something as simple as opening a ketchup bottle for a student during lunch, Oscar is there, offering a warm smile and a helping hand. While the rest of us are warm inside, Oscar is out in the elements, shoveling snow, cleaning recess equipment, and keeping our exterior as lovely as our interior. Our students love him. They show their appreciation of him regularly with pictures or notes that they like to send to him. Our teachers appreciate him, and our school is always in tip-top shape thanks to his dedication. No matter the request, from classrooms to hallways, Oscar responds swiftly, ensuring that everything is taken care of in record time. Nobody can clean up a water spill as fast as Oscar. Oscar's positive attitude towards his work, in addition to his willingness to take on any task, ensure his status as a special member of our school. Oscar is genuinely one of the nicest people I have ever met. His smile can light up a room, and he is happy to see and speak to all of our community members. The staff he supervises and works with daily all remark on his kindness and professionalism. Oscar is a big part of why Irwin School is a great place to work. Oscar is also the proud dad to Sebastian and his wife, who are both here tonight to celebrate this honor with him. Oscar, your commitment, kindness, and hard work have made a lasting impact on our entire school community. Today, we honor not just your excellence, but the warmth you bring to every corner of Irwin School. Congratulations on being named the 2025 Support Staff Member of the Year at Irwin School.
It is with great admiration and heartfelt appreciation that we recognize Marla Schneider as Lawrence Brook's Support Staff Member of the Year. Marla is truly a shining light in both the early morning program and the wider Lawrence Brook community. As lead aide in the early morning program, she brings not only structure and organization, but a warmth and energy that children naturally gravitate toward. With intention and heart, Marla creates a nurturing, engaging environment where students feel safe, inspired, and excited to begin their day. Her creativity transforms the gym into so much more than a space for play. It becomes a vibrant, joyful experience for our kindergarten through fourth grade students, where every game or activity carries out a sense of fun, learning, and purpose, especially on our rained-out field day. Marla's leadership shines in countless ways, whether she's planning themed activities, rotating games that build teamwork, or encouraging good sportsmanship. Her commitment to student growth is always front and center. She brings students into the process, inviting them to help with the setup and cleanup, which not only teaches responsibility, but instills a real sense of ownership and pride. We were very fortunate when the preschool program moved to Chittick School that Marla decided to switch her role from preschool aide to an instructional assistant in Lawrence Brook's special programs classroom. She is a true gift, sensing her students' needs so that she can proactively address anticipated behavior or support a student going through a challenging situation. Her problem-solving skills are second to none, and her ability to turn everyday challenges into meaningful, teachable moments is both impressive and inspiring. The students truly adore her, and when she's not there, both in the early morning program and in her special programs first grade classroom, they feel it deeply. Their immediate concern and longing for her return speaks volumes about the strong, loving bonds she's built with them. Her professionalism and kindness go hand in hand, creating an environment where students respect her guidance and also feel comfortable and cared for. Marla's ability to connect, to uplift, and to make every student feel seen and valued makes her an irreplaceable part of our school family. We are so grateful for Marla's dedication, compassion, and the joy she brings to our school each and every day. Congratulations, Marla, on this well-deserved honor. Lawrence Brook Elementary School is filled with pride and joy as we recognize Mr. Matt Facendo as our Governor's Educator of the Year. Matt's journey in the field of special education is nothing short of inspiring. From his early days as an aide at Central School to becoming the devoted teacher he is today, Matt has shown unwavering dedication and heart. Now leading a self-contained autism classroom, He creates a space where every child is seen, valued, and encouraged to grow, not just academically, but also as independent and confident individuals. In Matt's classroom, every child's potential is celebrated, and their abilities are always front and center. Matt is not only a champion for his students, but also for their families. He walks beside them with empathy and strength, helping them embrace their child's unique gifts while navigating challenges with reassurance and hope. His kindness and expertise extend beyond his classroom as he mentors and supports paraprofessionals, ensuring that every child receives compassionate, consistent care. This year, Matt has also served as co-advisor to our LB Allies program, where fourth grade students are taught how to support their peers in special education. Thanks to Matt's gentle guidance, these young allies enter his classroom with open hearts, forming real, meaningful bonds and enriching the school community as a whole. Matt's classroom is a calm, nurturing environment, a place where students feel safe, respected, and empowered. His passion for inclusive education radiates throughout the building, fostering a culture where every student, staff member, and family member feel that they belong. Always eager to grow, Matt actively seeks out professional development, staying current with the latest strategies and tools in special education. He is constantly evolving his teaching practices to better serve his students, always listening, learning, and adapting. His openness to feedback and collaboration demonstrates a deep commitment to creating the best possible learning experience. By embracing a growth mindset, Matt models lifelong learning, not just for his students, but for all of us. His dedication, love, and quiet strength make an incredible difference in the lives of so many. Please join us in celebrating Mr. Facendo, not just for this well-deserved award, but for the compassion, leadership, and heart he brings to our school community each and every day.
I'm Cheryl Jones, principal of Memorial Elementary School, here to introduce our very special Teacher and Support Staff of the Year winners from the 2024-2025 school year. Jennifer Beach Eberly, Memorial School Teacher of the Year. If I had to describe the perfect kindergarten teacher, it would be Jennifer Eberly. She has such a passion for teaching, an enormous love for her students, and the strongest work ethic. She makes sure all students feel welcome, safe, and encouraged. She maintains positive relationships with parents, and all the staff just love her. As students move up through the grades, they always make the time to go visit Jen. They love to stop by her classroom just to say hi. They also look forward to joining some of the clubs that Jen advises. Whether it's joining the after-school homework club to get a start on their work, or the favorite of many students, the broadcast club, Jen puts her heart and soul into being the best club advisor. All the staff at Memorial are so very lucky to have her. Mrs. Eberly is very rare and one of a kind. Everything she does from the heart. Congratulations to Memorial School's Teacher of the Year, Mrs. Jennifer Eberly. Louis LaRocca, Memorial School Support Staff of the Year. Louis LaRocca, or Mr. Lou as he is called, is not only an excellent SSO, but a true pillar of the Memorial School community. Both students and staff love him. Lou LaRocca works tirelessly to ensure that not only the staff and students of Memorial School are safe, but also goes above and beyond his workday to ensure that mission. Lou also makes great strides to make sure that his staff understands all directions and trains both new and old SSOs to perform their duties properly and with the same enthusiasm that he brings to work every day. Lou is also a model adult in the school, treating each student as if they were special by remembering names and family connections. Lou does all this while keeping his focus on his daily duties to ensure the safety of this building. He combines friendliness with strong leadership, and he most definitely deserves this recognition. Congratulations to Memorial School Support Staff of the Year, Mr. Lou LaRocca.
Good evening. I'm Joe Satari, Warnsdorfer's principal. And thank you. And I'm here to share with you two fantastic people. The first of which is our support person of the year, Ann Pfeiffer Ward. Ann does an incredible job working with our cutest group of students, our pre-K students. She's been in the ELA program for 4 years, and she truly enjoys working with our littlest learners along with Mrs. Simpson, Mrs. Syed, and Mrs. Batsu. Pre-K is a time to build the foundation that sets students up for success in our schools, and who better to learn from than Mrs. Simpson's team and Ann, who is the epitome of good character, hard work, and kindness. Through structured play, Ann teaches our students number sense, sorting, letter recognition, sounds, fundamental reading skills, and of course, socialization and how to be a good friend and a good person. And then there's bathroom time. So remember, pre-K, 3 and 4-year-olds, little kids, little bladders, lots of runs to the bathroom. Yeah, and yes. We have to go out to the bathroom. So Ann marches her students, her little boys and girls, in a nice straight line and stands guard until all deeds are done. Of course, she does so with a smile. In her spare time, Ann enjoys cooking, baking, and charcuterie making for her family and friends. She's an avid cyclist, and she just did a 25-mile charity ride this month. Yeah. Her husband and her 2 children are here tonight to help us honor her as Warnsdorfer's Support Staff of the Year. Congratulations, Ann Pfeiffer Ward. Warnsdorfer's Teacher of the Year is an 8-year veteran who leads by example, quietly commands respect from her colleagues, is loved by her students, exemplifies integrity and class. Perhaps most importantly, she's the nicest person you'll ever meet. Nicole has taught multiple grades at Warnsdorfer, but she is currently serving as a special education teacher on Warnsdorfer's super awesome 4th grade team. Yes. So along with her 4th grade team, we have lots of other Warnsdorfer colleagues here today. Warnsdorfer, yep. Her ability to teach multiple ability levels at once is perhaps Nicole's greatest instructional strength. She does so with artful scaffolding, teaching students to use resources that allow them to work through a task as independently as possible. She is a master at developing productive struggle, differentiating to target instruction, teaching metacognition, or how about this old one? Teaching in the zone of proximal development. Whatever current educational term we're using these days to describe outstanding teaching that gets kids to think and ultimately learn and retain a skill, that is what Nicole does. Nicole has a BA in elementary education and MA in special education with a specialization in applied behavior analysis. Her work out of the classroom reads like the work of two people. She's the early act advisor, co-advisor for our student council. She serves as an official mentor, tutors multiple students, mentors a novice teacher, and organizes many fundraisers, including a recent one for Popcorn for the People, which raised quite a bit of money for a great organization. Along with our students and staff who are very proud to have her as a teacher and colleague, Nicole has a loving family who are also very proud of her. Interesting fact about Nicole and her family, each year they travel together to a different state with the goal of hitting all 50 states. And I think they're well into that journey. In the audience tonight to share her special night are quite a few members of her family, but also her mom, dad, and her sister Gianna. Thank you all for sharing such a wonderful teacher and person with us. It is with great pride on behalf of our school community that I congratulate her, Nicole Alaria, as Warnsdorfer's Teacher of the Year.
Good evening once again. Tonight I have the distinct pleasure of honoring someone who is truly at the heart of our HR office and frankly our district as a whole. While you might not know her face, you most definitely know her emails and phone calls. Today, Mary Grace Rogers steps into the spotlight to be recognized as the John R. Kopko Administration Building Staff Member of the Year. Now, managing attendance and coordinating substitutes isn't always the most glamorous job, but Mary Grace does it all with ease, care, and compassion. She handles the delicate task of ensuring our schools never skip a beat, even when we have those unpredictable moments, whether it's a last-minute absence or making sure the bills are correct. And while the rest of us are scrambling, she's calm, collected, and always on top of it. But as many of you know, Mary Grace does far more than just keep us organized. She's the unofficial chairperson of our building social committee, and I think we can all agree that without her, our building celebrations would be much less fun and much less creative. From planning Take Your Child to Work Day, to organizing cornhole tournaments, Halloween costume contests, and Super Bowl celebrations, she's the mastermind behind some of our best memories. And yes, we credit her with the win for the Super Bowl trophy that's in our HR office right now. She's the one who makes us laugh when we need it most and ensures that we come together as a team even when life and work get stressful. But let's be clear, she's not just here for the parties and the laughs. While Mary Grace has a fantastic sense of humor that keeps us all smiling, she's also incredibly dedicated to her work. She's the epitome of professionalism, confidential, caring, and always there when someone needs to talk. Whether it's answering a tough question, offering guidance, or just listening when things get complicated, she's someone we can all rely on. And if you make a mistake, don't worry, Mary Grace will let you know. With kindness, of course, but always with the honesty we need to stay on track. In fact, I think we all appreciate how she's able to keep us in line while still making us feel respected and valued. It's rare to find someone who brings both efficiency and joy to the workplace, who handles both the serious and the lighthearted with grace and humor. Mary Grace is a true asset to our district, and we are so lucky to have her as part of our team. So on behalf of all of us here, thank you, Mary Grace, for your hard work, your dedication, your humor, and your warmth. You truly make this place better, and we're so proud to honor you today. Congratulations, Mary Grace. Congratulations once again to all of our staff award recipients. But our evening of celebrating our outstanding staff members is not over just yet. I now have the privilege of introducing the staff members who have been serving in our district for 25 years. This year, along with the certificate, each staff member will receive a Bear Paw Pin. These pins are new this year and are intended to be distributed to staff for recognition of their work. We have a vision of these pins becoming like the stickers on the back of the football helmets, staff adding to their collection over the years. If you see a staff member wearing one of these pins on their lanyard, know that they have been recognized for their achievements. It's only appropriate that they have a star on them. Here are our staff members being recognized for 25 years of service. As I say your name, please come to the front for your certificate and pin. I think, Dr. Valesky, if you want to come up too, you can hand out those certificates. Lorraine Anise. Alona Bevilacqua. Jennifer Carter. Christine Connolly. Catherine Fry. Loretta Fury. John Giambrone. David Hagan. Thomas Hussar. Robin Levy. Jeanette Lyons. Catherine Matazeski. Candy Payano Moore. Susan Reamer. Jody Shackman. Michael Talbot. Joanne Tempera. Rosalie Venezia. Amy Vidnansky. Richard Whalen. Vicki Marie Wilkins. Lisa Zaloom. William Zarzecki. And those who can't be with us this evening, Roseanne Bartolone, Andrea Beaton, Denise Benedict, Diane Caro, Rosalie Davis, Angela Dearson, Joanne DiStefano, Candice Guadio, Eileen Hensberger, Kendall Lopez, and Katie Sansone. Congratulations to all of our award recipients. I will now turn the meeting back over to President Guas.
All right, without all the officialness of climbing back up the stairs, I'm going to call for a brief recess and congratulate our honorees and invite everyone to join them. There are refreshments in the cafeteria provided, I believe, by EBEA. I would also like to ask the board members to remain here. Thank you. All right, good evening, and we are back here. All right, we are to the good of the cause for the public. The Board of Education recognizes the value of public comment on educational issues and the importance of allowing members of the public to express themselves on school matters of community interest. To protect the privacy of all students and staff, concerns regarding individual students and staff members should generally be addressed by first meeting with the appropriate administrative staff. In order to permit the fair and orderly expression of such comment, the board shall provide a period for public comment at every meeting of the board. Each person addressing the board has up to 3 minutes. The board secretary will keep the time. We ask that if you step up to the podium, you give your name and address unless you are a student, and then just your name and school. Is there anyone wishing to address the board tonight? All right. Seeing none, not seeing none, I'm sorry. Oh, no, welcome.
All right, good evening. My name is Christine LaCava, and I live on Denise Avenue. I'm a certified family nurse practitioner. I'm sorry? No. I'm a certified family nurse practitioner. While I don't work in education, I do know how to assess problems, identify root causes, and implement evidence-based solutions. In healthcare, delay is dangerous. If we operated with the same slow pace and lack of transparency I've seen here, our patients wouldn't just fail to thrive, many wouldn't survive. I'm here tonight to raise a broader concern, how students with learning disabilities, especially dyslexia, are being identified and supported by the district. Since kindergarten, my youngest, which was during the pandemic, my daughter, she showed signs of learning struggles. Her teacher even recommended that she return to in-person instruction early because she wasn't progressing. She has had an IEP since 2nd grade, yet was never identified as dyslexic. At the start of 4th grade, she was placed in a new pull-out program with a certified level 4 ISME instructor, a trained dyslexia specialist, one of the few in the district. But we were never told that this was related to suspected dyslexia. We were simply told it's a great program, and of course I said yes. The intervention prompted me to ask questions. How are we treating something that hasn't been diagnosed? I requested a formal dyslexia testing in September, and again, and finally the testing was done in March. We didn't receive results until mid-May, after repeated follow-ups. The results confirm what we had long suspected. We were told earlier testing wouldn't have changed anything, but now with the school year nearly over, we still have no clear plan for next year. Worse, the same certified specialist working with my daughter was pulled multiple times during the year to train other teachers, leaving my daughter without services for weeks. Because we question this, her time will be made up. I fear that next year, her instruction will be handed off to someone who received a quick in-service training and not a certified specialist. No one can even tell me who the certified dyslexia specialist at Hammersholt is. Quick training is not a certification, and the district must comply with the New Jersey law, not just on paper, but in practice. Right now, students like my daughter are slipping through the cracks, and East Brunswick has incredible educators, but what's missing is urgency, accountability, and a district-wide plan. I am asking the board to ensure that every elementary school and Hammersholt Upper Elementary has a dedicated certified dyslexia specialist, not shared, not sporadic, consistent, and available.
10 seconds.
I understand that there's budget constraints, and I value the arts, but reading, writing, math, and science must come first. East Brunswick has set the standard for public education, and I hope it...
Time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ma'am, may I have your name again, please?
Sure. Christine LaCava, L-A-C-A-V-A.
Thank you.
Thank you, Christine. You're welcome. Is there anyone else?
Allegra Seidler, 12 South Woodland Avenue. Since November, you have heard from parents district-wide, like Christine, who have chosen to go public, but we know there are many, many more still fighting privately. And so I'm here again to ask you why this is allowed to persist and to implore you, the board, to exercise the full powers of your role and actively work to rectify this situation. This approach is not meant to be hostile. It's meant to cut through the insurmountable red tape. The constant denial and deflection, which you just heard again, absolutely exists, and that's what's hostile. These kids don't have years to spare. Every single year counts. I know you receive my emails, but to reinforce the point, none of this is novel information. None of what these parents are asking for is anything but best practice. It's not a matter of not knowing better. It has always been a matter of choosing not to do better. State legislation that addresses some of this was passed in 2024, part of which, as we heard earlier, is the grant application on your agenda today. The district might want a different narrative. This is the opportunity. Write it yourselves. Admit the errors and genuinely course correct with transparency. Parents and the board need to be included at the formative level of these changes, and they need to know that any changes to the ILA curriculum and literacy screenings occurring in the upcoming school year did not happen because the district has their children's best interest in mind. Instead, their hands had to be forced by legislation. I don't know exactly where or with who these barriers originate, but our children are the only victims here, and they have no more time to waste. Thank you.
Thank you, Allegra. Is there anyone else wishing to address the board tonight? All right, seeing none, I'm going to close the public portion. I would like to move the entire agenda. We are removing?
Yes.
Removing Board of Education items 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But can I have a motion for the rest of the agenda?
Oh, and just a reminder that there is an addendum on personnel.
Can I get a motion for the agenda, please?
So moved.
Second. Lebo and Jamie. All right, discussion, which can include the entire agenda. Good. All right, seeing none, this is a roll call vote.
Anna Braun,
Yes.
Timothy Cummings,
Yes.
Jamie Falco,
Yes.
Li Wu Hong,
Yes, but abstain from the business and support operations, item 15.
noted. Wilbur Pan,
Yes.
Heather Gloss.
Yes. All right, motion carries. All right, committee reports, information items, and for the good of the cause for the board. I would just like to start with, I had the opportunity to attend the community art walk of all the schools. It was tremendous, the opening of it. It was so wonderful. I saw parents I haven't seen since my oldest were in preschool. I love when the district does something with all the schools together that bring all the families together. And the kids were so excited to show off their art. I met small children I don't know who wanted to show me their art, which is just the best. I also had the opportunity to attend Memorial School's art walk. And again, I was taking pictures of my neighbors' kids who wanted to show me their art and pose. They were so excited, and so many thanks to the art teachers at Memorial School. And I'm really looking forward to, I understand that several of the elementary schools are going to be doing art walks as well coming up. So if you have the opportunity to go, it's a fantastic experience. Anyone else? Liwu?
First, I want to thank all those honorees tonight for their contribution to our children, to our community. Because of your wonderful job, our community, our school district keep growing, our students can achieve higher target. So yesterday, last night, Middlesex County School Board Association had a meeting. We honored the Teacher of the Year for Middlesex County, which the award was given to Christine Johnson, a Carteret Middle School student. And for past few years, since I was the executive board member there, I didn't see any recipient from East Brunswick. I know we have very good, wonderful teachers and supporting staff. I urge you every year take the advantage, submit your nomination for your fellow teachers, or even nominate yourself. I believe at least one of our teachers deserves this county level and state level Teacher of the Year honoree. So I didn't see the nomination this year and last year since I was there. And I had a NJS, New Jersey School Board Association Board of Director meeting. And at that meeting, our fellow board member, Laura Herrick, she was certified as new board member, which she attended at least 10 classes since she was elected to the board. I personally was a certified board member, and I was certified master board member. I can guarantee you, and I urge all my fellow board members and future board members, take advantage of the education opportunity, the training opportunity provided by NJSBA. I guarantee you will be a better board member, a much better citizen, and a great advocacy. So please take advantage, take the class. Most of the class are free without any charge to our school district. At the NJSBA Board of Director meeting, I got 2 certificates for our board member. One is the milestone for our board member Vicky Baker for her 24 years service volunteer. 24 years volunteer is a lot. Ms. Baker experienced the 2010 budget cut and the COVID, and she leads this community, and by giving her time, energy, and her knowledge. So I believe she deserves this honor. And the second one is the milestone award for Lori Lax for her 15 years service to this community and this board. Again, Lori experienced the 2010 budget shortcut and COVID, and last year's budget cut again. Her contribution should be remembered, and I strongly believe she deserves this award. She is given a very beautiful pin for her 50 years service. I hope she can proudly put that pin on her suit. That's all I have.
Thank you so much. Anyone else?
Yes, I took some time away from my practice to go to Trenton earlier this month. There was a Senate budget hearing regarding education. At that meeting, it reiterated a lot of what we know. East Brunswick was subject to a 3% loss of state funding, in addition to the adequacy aid that was a one-year solution. I sat next to someone from Lacey Township who their district has lost over 50% of their state funding over 5 years. I learned of another township, Dennis Township down in South Jersey, that's lost over 70%. While some legislators believe the funding formula is the best it's been and they seem satisfied, those of us in the community that see that our special education population is underfunded based on the criteria for the state, we are going to continue to be present. One thing that I think is important for our community to know, you can always send emails. While you may not be able to speak in person, the legislation, both Assembly and the Senate, are always accepting emails. Please collaborate. Feel free to put your thoughts on paper, communicate with your neighbors. I would really love to see more East Brunswick in Trenton, and anything I can do to facilitate and help with that, I will do within my means. Secondly, I had the pleasure of attending the Unity Walk. I was told I could either sing or speak. I did both. We had a little bit of technical difficulty with the Star Spangled Banner, so I honored my concert choir roots and performed on the spot with no warm-up. So I apologize for those of you whose phones I broke with some of my high notes. And the event itself, though, was beautiful. It really means a lot to be part of such a diverse and wonderful community where we have such camaraderie and compassion and kindness for each other. Lastly, I just want to remark, there's no way Tom Husar has been in this district 25 years. He was my student teacher. That was like 3 years ago. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Tim?
I'll just go real quick. I just want to say that tonight, the award ceremony, I wanted to reiterate the congratulations and accolades to all the people who received awards. It was just such an incredibly impressive and inspiring group of people. And, and congratulations to Dr. Valesky and the team here for helping to keep this community intact and to help our students and our kids be well. There's just so much to take from it. If anybody didn't get a chance to see it, I would just listen to that. The words that the administrators and principals shared about the members of their team were so profound. And I want to give, I think sometimes we forget too, that just to give a shout out to those people. and recognize them for the incredible leadership that they're providing within each of the schools and programs. So thank you.
Thank you. Although I will say that in trying to thank the principals for their leadership and their words this evening, they were very, very quick to turn the praise back to their staff, of course. But they are excellent. Anyone else this evening? Wilbur?
Yeah, so I just wanted to piggyback on Jamie's comments about the Senate committee. There was one other thing that was in the report, that the analysis of New Jersey Budget Department of Education fiscal year 25-26 regarding special education. The quote that caught my eye, it says, however, the fiscal year 26 governor's budget recommends basing special education costs on actual enrollment of students requiring special education services. As a result, the proposed special education aid for the 25-26 school year is based on each district's classification rate, the actual number of students that a district has, rather than the statewide average of 16.7%, which is below what East Brunswick has. For fiscal year 26, the government proposes a $1.77 billion appropriation for special education categorical aid, some $402.8 million more than in fiscal year 25, which is definitely a step in the right direction. I've mentioned at prior meetings that one of the hits that we take doing such a good job with our special education student population, but having a percentage of our student population being higher than what the state assumes, is that that's an effective cut in funding for our school district to the tune of several $1 million a year, depending on how you figure the numbers. So this definitely is a step in the right direction, but what is clear to me is not so much what was said, but what was not said in this particular passage. So first of all, it's not clear how much funding will be allocated per special education student. You know, the basic question is, will full funding actually happen for each student if they're going to count students this way? Because it doesn't do a whole lot of good if they're going to acknowledge the total number of special education students in our school district and fund at about 2/3, which is a possibility based on my read of this language. Or if an increase in special education funding for any school district might result in a concomitant decrease in general education funding. So it's sort of just moving money from one pot to the next and leaving the school districts with the same problem that they had this year. And so that's something that we have to keep an eye on. And I would echo Dr. Falco's suggestion to hit up the state legislators. We know who our representatives are, and they should be able to help us out with these issues. The other note is that in addition to the hit that we're taking, the surrounding townships that I think about when trying to get context for our financial situation also all got hits with multi-million-dollar cuts in state aid, and that specifically would be Edison, Woodbridge, North and South Brunswick. These are the other Middlesex school districts that seem to me at least, to be the most like ours. So it's pretty clear which way things are moving, and it's going to be less time than we think before our next budget cycle comes up. On a more positive note, sorry to bring the mood down. On a more positive note, I had the great pleasure of attending the Student Services Committee meeting earlier this week. Lori Herrick and Dr. Valesky and Dr. Brown were all able to come to that meeting as well. It was really very impressive, the presentations that various committees and groups made at that meeting. We had a lovely presentation from the newly named East Brunswick Adaptive Recreation by Caitlin Kehoe. If you're wondering what East Brunswick Adaptive Recreation is, it's what used to be called the Daisy Center. It's been renamed for various reasons, but this looks like to be a great resource in our town for our students with for people with special needs. The other things that were covered were the really comprehensive transition programs in terms of students moving from elementary school to Hughes and from Hughes to to Churchill. I was very, very impressed by how comprehensive these transition programs were, because I remember when I went from my grade school to junior high school, they basically gave me a slip of paper about yay big with my locker number and the combination. They said it's that direction, and then I was set loose to fend for myself. The other things that were mentioned as well were career fairs that happened at Churchill and East Brunswick, and here the thing that really caught my eye is at EBHS. The career fair also included a significant representation from the trades. And one of the things that East Brunswick is well known for is our excellent reputation in education. And what most people think about there is placement of students into very competitive colleges for the next steps in their careers, which is awesome, and it's great for those students. But we are a public school district, and not every kid is going to go to a top-tier college. Not every kid is going to go to college. And one of the things that I do think about is sending and preparing students who have an interest in the trades. And because those jobs are important, and those jobs need preparation as well. I have a sense that for those students, we're doing a good job, but that's something that I personally would like to, learn more about. And here I actually have a model to work off of, which is the high school that I went to a long time ago. But what's impressed me is that my old high school actually kept a lot of the trade education and preparation in-house, even though it's more than 40 years later. And now you know how old I am. But when I was talking to folks back in my old hometown, the thought was the same, is that public education is exactly that. It's for all the kids in our town, and that's what East Brunswick is like. It's an extremely diverse community. And finally, speaking of diversity, at the last meeting, I mentioned that May is Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and I brought a big old poster as a prop. I'm very happy to let everyone know that the school district will be placing those posters in each one of our schools, from elementary all the way up to the high school. I'd like to thank Dr. Valesky and the administration for facilitating that. My understanding is that they'll go in the libraries, but that'll be a great resource for our students. And that's all I got. Thanks.
Thank you. We've actually had really great presentations by the guidance department from the high school on activities and opportunities that are available for all students, not just students that are looking at four-year colleges. So looking forward to hearing more about that. And I'm positive that Ms. Herrick couldn't be here this evening. She's ill, but I am sure she will report out. She's the chair for student services. I'm sure she will report out on the rest of that meeting. Mr. Hung.
Yes. So when I look at the name list for tonight's Teacher of the Years, 7 out of 11 are special education teachers, which means a lot for this school district, which just is one reflection of how this school district committed to prepare to educate our students with special needs.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right. We have a need for another closed session. Whereas the Board of Education must discuss matters which are not appropriate for discussion in a public meeting, and whereas these subjects are within the exception of the Open Public Meetings Act and permitted to be discussed in closed session pursuant to NJSA 10.4-12B, and whereas the Board of Education intends to discuss matters as follows, items listed on tonight's agenda. Excuse me one moment. Whereas the length of the closed session will be
Approximately 1 hour.
approximately 1 hour, but no action is taken?
No action will be taken.
But no action will be taken. Thank you. Can I have a motion, please? Wilbur? And a second. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Abstentions? All right, thank you, everyone. We are in closed.